Power banks. We all seem to need them nowadays, especially when we're out and about and we need something to charge our smartphones. Now this one here is 5,200 and it costs €13. 4,000 milliamps and that costs €6. And this one here is 2,600 milliamps and it costs €4. But again, never enough, because you're going to run short. It's going to half charge your phone and then you're going to have to wait then to find a charge point elsewhere. So I had a look online and I found a very big capacity power bank for very little money. I'll show it to you now. Right, let's just push these to one side and let's introduce the big boy. Now it doesn't actually look much bigger, but if you have a look there, it says 20,000 milliamps and it has multiple outputs and inputs. Now it was just under €5, and the thing was, it was actually empty. Now, lucky enough, I have some 18650 batteries, and let's go fit them and we'll see how it works. So the device takes 6 18650 batteries, and I just happen to have 6 here that came from another device. Now these are rated at 3000, if we can get a focus in there. There we go, 3000 milliamp batteries. And 6 times 3 is 18,000. Now it says 20,000, but that would work out at more than 3,000 each. Average, usually the best ones are a maximum of about 3,000. Now first thing you do is you make sure you charge them all, and then you take a reading and make sure they're all pretty well balanced. So what we do, I've already pre-charged them, and let's just take a reading on these. So we have 4.14, 4.14, 4.14, 4.14, 4.13, and 4.13. Now that they're all pretty balanced. Now when an 18650 battery is fully charged, it'll charge up to about 4.2 volts, then it'll settle back to about 4.1 to 4. So that's fully charged. Now make sure you get the positive and the negative in the right position. As a rule, generally the spring is on the negative side, but if you were to look closer, it actually tells you which is positive and negative on this. Again, if we can get a focus on that. Anyway, let's go fit them. So push them in. And the battery itself, a lot of them do have positive and negative on them, but if you're unsure, just near the lip of the positive side, there is a little groove. It's like a little groove, and that's generally the positive, and the positive terminal is generally smaller than the negative terminal. So we'll put them in there. Make sure again they're all in the right polarity. Put the power bank together. Again, not necessary yet, but we can press it. Tell me it's 96%. So again, we'll close it up. All looks good. Now this comes with a little light as well, so again, if you're out in the dark, you can actually use the light on it. Comes with a charge lead as well, so we can charge it up. So we can plug that into a USB port in the house, and it's a C-type charger. Put it in there, and it'll tell you that it's charging, and it recognizes that lead is plugged into an import. So it's 96%. And we're going to charge a smartphone here. A smartphone there. The battery in that is a 3200 milliamp battery, and I understand it's down at around 33%. So it needs 2/3 charged, and we'll see how good it is. And let's just plug it in. Now it's still at 96%, and Let's see what's on this. 36%, so there's a bit to go yet. So we'll watch it and we'll charge it, and then we'll see what we have left in this and see if it's worth the money. Well, I mean €4, but if you were to go out and buy the 18650 batteries, you're talking about possibly €3 to €4 per battery. So that's €24 plus that would come up at about €30. A 20,000 milliampere battery or power bank may cost you 40 odd euro, so it may still be a bargain. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're charged. It's now charged 100%, and it's down to 76. Now it was on 96, so that's 20%. Took 2000 and it needed 2048 milliamps to charge fully, and it took 2 hours to charge, and it took 20% of the power bank. So given that the actual battery capacity in this, they were used 3000 milliampere batteries, but if that's the case, if this is to be believed, then it's only 10,240. Now the average smartphone is 4 to 5,000 milliampere batteries in them, so this would charge your phone twice from empty, which is not a bad thing considering the batteries themselves didn't really cost anything, and you could find them in old laptops and things like that, or even in old scooters or hoverboards, etc. You can repurpose them, even if they are only, according to this, they're only pushing out or they only have a capacity of about 1,700 plus. That's still good enough, and for the sake of about €4 for the actual box itself. Now you may notice the lead, I changed the lead because it was only passing through very slow, so I put another lead onto it. Now that lead is particular to this type of phone, but if you want, you can go by one of the 3-in-1 USB-C, micro USB and Lightning. These things cost about €3, and the inputs on the power bank, you have micro USB, you have C, and then you have standard USB. Now you have your little flashlight here. Just hold on the button, hold it in, and your flashlight will come on. Press it again, and then press it again and hold it, and it switches it off. So it seems to be okay. Now it could be a discrepancy in what it's reading, because I did check these batteries, and they are pushing out over 2000 milliamps. It could be to power up the little circuitry in here, so you're getting a little bit of a loss that way, or this phone was reading wrong and it needed more. But saying that, for the sake of €4 to €5 for one of these, it's probably well worth it. It's not big, fit in your pocket, in your bag, etc., and I would recommend it. Again, it's one of the most popular Chinese websites. You can have a look for yourself and you'll see it. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Drop a comment if you like, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.